Oh man, this is great. This is so cool. Hi, I'm Jeff. Watch Marvel, make me a hero. My name is Jeff Beck, and I am the owner of Eastside Mags, comic book shop in Montclair, New Jersey. I held a lot of jobs after college and liked what I did, but nothing ever truly made me happy. And so I thought about it real hard one day and I said, you know what? I'm gonna open a comic book store. My first memory of Marvel is buying the Incredible Hulk comics or Spider-Man comics, because those were like my two guys growing up as a kid. We would go down to the bodega, and the bodega had a spinner rack of just random comics. I had no idea that comics were kind of supposed to be read in order. I thought you just read random issues as they came out. And so I'd take my $6 and I'd buy comics like Amazing Spider-Man or Incredible Hulk, and I'd take them home and read them, and it was the best. And then when I was 12, a friend of mine from summer camp brought me to my first comic book store, and my mind was blown. Now I read like 30 to 40 comics a week if I can squeeze them in, but I read them real carefully and I get to put them back on the shelf. A customer will say, oh, I read this and it was super good. And I'll go, okay. And I'll sneak it off the shelf, read it real quick and put it back and go, wow, they were right. It was super good. I'd like my superhero to be skinny but strong, kind of like an alternate universe version of me. I put Jewish because part of what I remember about growing up reading The Incredible Hulk was the character Sabra. That was the first time I saw representation in comic books. It felt good to me, and it's part of what I kind of try to carry over into the stories, you know, have representation for everybody. I would love for my hero to have a beard. The beard is my pride and joy. When I quit to open a comic book store, I stopped shaving immediately. May 2nd, 2014, a baseball cap is usually a pretty standard part of my wardrobe. I want the colors to be black, green, red, and yellow, because those are the colors that I use for the logo of my shop. I don't get a lot into the telepathy or lasers out of my eyes or lightning that comes out of my fingertips. I like those characters, but I think my character would be a little bit more grounded, maybe just a little bit above ground, you know, with like superhuman agility or fighting skills, but not anything mystical or otherworldly. I always liked Daredevil's like batons or billy clubs, so I wrote that too, just because I always thought those were cool and how they kind of shoot out and he can swing with them, but also hit bad guys. I'd like to think of him as like a street level hero who could also maybe come in handy as backup on more of a cosmic level if needed, but mainly helping the community and running around, you know, just standing up for what's right. Oh man, he's cool. I really love the billy clubs. They look like he could have just found 2 pieces of wood and wrapped some tape around them, and that's what he uses as his weapon. The sneakers, the colors are all there. It definitely feels like it represents the store as well as the character himself. The green is probably my favorite part. The beard is great. I really wish my beard looked like that in real life. It's so beautiful. It just looks so like messy, but still kind of organized. He's got a little earpiece in his ear, I just noticed. That's cool. He's got a baseball cap on. I didn't know if a baseball cap would really work. You don't really see a lot of superheroes wearing baseball caps, but he made it work. It looks awesome. I never thought I'd see myself drawn as a comic book character, and so this is definitely a dream come true. Thanks, Marvel, for making me a hero.